Coming up on Texas Parks and Wildlife.
0.6K.
There's nothing like doing something that's almost impossible with a group of people and getting through it.
Visitors usually come to Tyler State Park to fish, camp, or just enjoy some natural tranquility. But once in a while, a new breed of visitors shows up at the park. A group with a very different way of enjoying nature.
If you crave adventure, need a challenge in the outdoors is where you love to spend time. It's the Steel Sports Pain in the Pines Adventure Challenge, Saturday, April 24th at Tyler State Park.
It is an adventure if you participate in it.
You know, most people just kind of go, oh, you're crazy.
I think it's just people who like the outdoors.
I would venture to say that most of these participants are adrenaline junkies.
I just can't quite get enough of it.
It's the afternoon before a day-long test of endurance, outdoor skills, teamwork, and insanity called an adventure race.
Most people, when they think about it, they think, oh, so it's an off-road triathlon. You have biking, you have water sports, you have trekking, running, or whatever. However, adventure racing is a team sport.
I usually try to get out of this. Not today.
The teamwork begins as racers set up camp, ready their equipment, and prepare themselves for the day ahead.
331 is your easterling, and that's what your direction of travel needs to be.
But racers know you can't prepare for everything.
Yeah, plenty of blisters, and a race like this that can last 12 plus hours is truly about taking care of yourself. We pay good money to come do this stuff.
You're going to get soaked anyway, either from sweating or raining. It doesn't make much difference.
Lightning delays the race start, but the rain doesn't stop the racers.
It's called an adventure race, and the rain brings part of the adventure.
Is this the check into the mental hospital?
The Dynamic Health Racing team from Austin begins as a favorite to win the 12-hour event. But experienced adventure racers know outcomes are hard to predict.
Keep your footing, be careful.
Hey.
I ran through the trails and I got wet. Let's race! Go! We're going to start with a trail run, and after that, it's anybody's guess.
It's really intense at the beginning of the race, and people are packed together. It's just fast-paced. I mean, you're racing.
Magellan, yeah.
Magellan.
Between each event or leg that teams do, they'll come back here to transition to the next leg. Teams are not going to know what they're going to have to do next. We give them the instructions, and then they go back to their transition area and get all the equipment they're going to need to complete that as a team.
Brandon, what happened to your gear? Oh, no.
It's a survival thing. Hey, can I survive this?
It starts out pure enjoyment, especially if you get up in the lead. And then somewhere along the line you make your first mistake and it gets a little less enjoyable.
What's next?
It's track. Sorry. I thought you could sworn they said bye.
You want to put some more air in your tires?
We're not riding it. Track.
After the first two events, Dynamic Health Racing is in the lead. But the next event, trekking or orienteering, can be the most unpredictable of all.
We are here in 594.
They give you numbers, and then you plot on a topographical map where these points are, and then you go find them.
0.6K.
There's nothing like doing something that's almost impossible with a group of people and getting through it.
20 meters
because
off.
it bonds you I was in one of the local bike shops in Austin, and there was a flyer for this 24-hour adventure race. I picked it up, and I called a bunch of friends who said, no, you're crazy, you're crazy. And I found a couple of friends who said, sure, you know, I'll try it, and we did it. And it was an experience, and I fell in love with the sport.
Clearly, a number of people have fallen in love with adventure racing, which now has its own magazine, regional race series, and teams of eager racers willing to travel.
These events have grown over the last couple of years. I think we're up over probably nationwide, over 500 events or so.
It is growing, and we've been up to the Panhandle, and we've also been down to Martin Dias State Park.
Oh, excellent for the state parks. Because what it's going to do is going to open up our customer base.
People come from all over, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Texas. We've even got Colorado. Texas is becoming a pretty hot spot for good races.
But today's race isn't looking so good for Randall and Robin's team. Almost an hour into their trek, the first point still eludes them.
This side of the ravine, though, I'm telling you.
We had a couple early on errors in navigation that kind of threw us off.
This isn't this ravine, because look.
Well, I misplotted a point. Every time it's a learning experience.
The usual first point, hard to find.
Because the park bounce is right there.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, there's times we yell at each other occasionally, and then we regroup and keep going.
The team eventually regains their bearings and finds the first point. But precious time has been lost.
Passport also.
You never quit racing.
That way?
Yeah.
Okay, we need to take a job.
Weather has closed the trails, so the mountain biking event has become a road race.
1,000 things can happen in an adventure race. Your bike can break. I mean, you know, pieces fall off. It's just you never know. That's another kind of thing that you have to deal with, which makes it kind of cool. Or miserable.
The hills offer a different variety of exercise. It's not just a race against the other teams, but a race against yourself.
While the range simplifies the biking, it complicates the special tests.
Mystery events or special tests are usually designed around the concept of a team challenge.
So how come you got stitches in your forehead, Brian? Shut up.
It can be either physical or mental, where teams have to say, okay, how are we going to work together to achieve this?
On our bikes in 30 seconds.
Dynamic health racing is still in the game, but the setbacks continue.
I have a flat tire.
You have a flat tire?
Yep.
Let's go.
At least the weather offers some help for the final race events.
Just keep moving. It may be slow, but keep moving, and you'll get there.
Once the rain stopped and the sun started to come out a little bit, it was paddling on the lake. That was great. A lot of people out here and enjoying the park besides us racers.
One thing nice about adventure racing is the whole family can get involved with it. He started when he was pretty young, and he's surpassed me, so he lets me race with him every now and then. Except I pay for it.
Yeah. Well,
We're passing it.
Robin, don't let me fall.
Okay.
as long as you can go out with a group of people that you're real good friends with, it can finish any adventure race.
By late afternoon, teams begin to cross the finish line. A satisfying moment, no matter when it happens.
I think we came in 6th place, and that's not too bad, but we like the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd better. Finishing is the ultimate goal. Finishing higher up in the rank is kind of an alternative goal. It was a good day.
At the end of the day, the racers clean up, pack up, and head home. And calm and tranquility return to Tyler State Park. At least for now.
I raced this race last year and had so much fun I had to come back this year.
We'll definitely be back.
Every time I finish a race, I'm glad I did it.
Really glad we had an opportunity to race here.